Okay guys, let's have a little impromptu Vivienne Westwood double unboxing. So I've been dipping my feet into Vivienne Westwood fashion and I've got two things to show you today. So one, I bought all the way from Japan and it came in this huge box. And the other I got from a Depop seller here in, I think they were in the same state. I'm in the state of New South Wales in Australia. So the first item is this really cute Vivienne Westwood mini skirt. Now this is from the sister line called Vivienne Westwood Anglomania. So this is like the youth line. So it's cheaper and more youthful than the really traditional runway Vivienne Westwood line. So this is like a cottony denim-y fabric and I really like these sort of flared out bottoms. So this is a size Italian 42. I don't know if you can see that there. So what I love about this is it has an invisible zipper at the back. It's got the flared out bottom. The waistband is just the right size for me. So if any of you guys were like me and were very confused about the Italian sizing, I wear a size 8 and a size 42 Italian fits. I was really confused because when I looked on the internet, it said a 42 is equivalent to a size 14 in Australia, which is really different to this. And we're going to do the try-ons at the end. Now the next item that I got from Japan, well it's actually two items that I put together. So as you can see here, dun dun dun, I have a Vivienne Westwood winter coat. And I even bought the coat hanger. So the coat hanger, the coat did come from two different sellers. And I used a service called From Japan where it allows you to shop from the Japanese sellers like on Rakuten or Mercari or a bunch of different platforms. And then it will all get shipped to the From Japan office and they will act as like a mail forwarding service where they'll pack it all into a box. You pay them for the shipping and then they'll ship it all to you in one package. So this is a wool winter coat in like a cream color with this faux fur trim that is removable with these gorgeous giant Vivienne Westwood logoed, they're like acrylic buttons, and it has pockets. Now it's hard to see at the moment, but I'll put it on in just a second. So it's a double-breasted coat. And then when you open her up, there is, I believe, a silk interior. So that's what the coat hanger looked like. The coat hanger itself was $30. I don't know if you can see here. So it's from the Vivienne Westwood red label, which again is like a sister label to the traditional runway Vivienne Westwood label. So it's less expensive, but it is still a bit more high-end than the Anglomania label, which is what I have here. Here, it is full of the Vivienne Westwood crown logo. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera. So the faux fur trim is removable. It's all just done up by buttons here. Now what I love about this coat is, as with a lot of really well-designed coats, there's on the inside some buttons so that you can really button the coat in place when you do it up. And it has pockets as well. Okay, let's do a try on. Okay, so this is what the skirt looks like on. So this was 70 Australian dollars on Depop, including the shipping. So as you can see here, it's got the perfect length to be a mini skirt for me without being too short, where I can still like sort of bend over without exposing myself. I really like the flared out nature of the skirt. I think it looks really cute. Now this skirt has no stretch, but it's got just the right sort of waistband for me so that, you know, I can still eat and there's still a bit of room for me in there. And I haven't had a skirt this color before. It's like a burgundy, pink, purpley color. So let me know, did you think I got a good deal for this one? I think so, for the price of $70, including shipping, and this right level of fit. Okay, now let's try on the jacket. So just to give you a close-up of the coat hanger, so this was $30. And this is an original Vivienne Westwood coat hanger. I don't know if this is from the red label line, which this is from, or which line this is, but it fits the coat perfectly. It's like a really heavy duty wooden coat hanger with the metal part here, and this part swivels. There's a logo at the front, but no logo at the back. And so this is Vivienne Westwood red label size 2. So I had to look up the sizing again. So apparently this is a Japan release, or the tag is written in Japanese. So in Japan, in Japan, a size 2 is considered a medium, and we all know with Asian sizing, it's really small. And so I think this is the correct size for me. So as you can see here, you can wear it open. So I love that the coat itself also has this flared shape here because it really helps to accentuate the waist. So if you wanted to wear it open, so I love the pockets, they're pretty deep. You could just wear it like that. There's no stains on this, which is miraculous for a white coat or a cream coat. So obviously whoever owned this really took care of it. Now, if you don't want to leave it open, you can also do it up. So if you're going to do it up, they have the button on the inside here and then another button on the inside here. And this just holds the coat in shape. And then you can start doing the outside buttons. So this is me wearing a thick turtleneck underneath. And so it itself can be worn as like a mini dress as well. So I really love it. It has like a really preppy look. So I'm really loving the flared out shapes on my clothes at the moment. So they're the acrylic Vivienne Westwood logo buttons. So if I had a thinner shirt on, I wouldn't look so like puffy here. But still, I think this is the right size considering it can fit a thick turtleneck. So the mail forwarding service cost me another $100 in shipping, and that took about a week to get here from Japan. I could have gone a bit cheaper and it would have been maybe $50 shipping, but it said it could take 2 to 3 months. So I was just like, for $50 more, I might as well just get it in a week. And that was already the cheapest of the fast shipping. So they had other services which were like 2 to 3 days, and it was like $150 to $200 for the shipping, which would almost then outweigh the cost of the items, because this and the coat hanger together was $300 and the shipping was another $100. So that took me to about $400 altogether for the coat and the coat hanger. So let me know what you think of these Vivienne Westwood finds, and let me know, do you own any Vivienne Westwood clothing? Are you interested in any Vivienne Westwood clothing? I think I might be exploring a bit more because I like the quality of these clothes, and I think the cut of this coat is beautiful. And also the arm's like the right length as well, because a lot of the times the arm length is too long, but I think because it was a Japan release, they shortened the arm and made it the right size. Now we're going to go through the rest of my winter fashion haul. So we've got 2 leather jackets. One is vintage lambskin leather to die for, so soft and supple. And the rest is going to be from an Aussie brand that you buy at our My department store, and it's called Blaq. I've never bought from them before, but they had a 40% off stock take sale at the department store, and I kind of went a little bit crazy buying all the things that I thought were really nice. So now that it's June, it's winter here in Australia, and I just had a sudden hankering for more leather jackets. So this is a vintage lambskin leather jacket from Guess Jeans. It's so supple. I know you can't really tell through the camera, but what I love about this jacket is, look at these billowing sleeves. You don't get sleeves like this anymore. And also loving these giant leather covered buttons. It comes with this pink interior here. It's a cropped style. Now it does have pockets, but they're really awkward and not really big. It like goes around the waist here. I can't really put a phone or anything in it. Maybe like keys, but really I can't use it to put my phone in. Huge collar. And at the back, it also has this button detail, which you can loosen or tighten up to you. So if you want to loosen it to get a split, you can. And it has like this mushroomy brown color, so really loving this. Look at all the stitching detail. So it shows you Guess Jeans here at the back, and it has Guess Jeans embroidered here, but the lambskin leather is to die for on this jacket. So I got this for 70 Australian dollars on eBay from an Australian private seller. Now I was also on the hunt for a black one. Now this is also thrifted from eBay, and it's from a department store brand called Saba that we have here in Australia. Saba is a brand that I've always stayed away from because in the department store it's really expensive. If you go to the Saba website, brand new leather jackets are 1,000 Australian dollars, and I'm not paying 1,000 Australian dollars. I'm going to spend my $1,000 on a handbag instead, not a leather jacket. But this is like a really nice military style jacket. Unfortunately, it's not lambskin. On the tag, it just says 100% leather. So it definitely feels not as thick and not as luxurious as this vintage Guess one. So I got this for 100 Australian dollars, which compared to the retail price, 1,000, I think I got a really good savings. However, I would say I got a better deal on this $70 Guess one than I did on this Blaq Saba one. So this is like a military style. It's done up by a zipper plus buttons as well. And what I really do like is, yes, it has pockets, zippered pockets, which you can put my phone into. And I really like this military style collar, and it comes with a clip, so you can really do it all the way up to the top if you're really cold. But this one is definitely the second favorite out of the two. This is my favorite one. So I've now expanded my leather jacket collection. This was my first ever real leather jacket, and I got this in China back in 2013. It's also lambskin. It's like this creamy off-white color. And then last year I thrifted this caramel colored leather jacket at a store called U-Turn. It's like a designer secondhand store that they have lots of branches in Sydney now. So now I have 4 leather jackets. Now I'll show you my haul from the brand Blaq, which is a department store brand in the department store called Myer here in Australia. Myer is similar to, I think, Macy's, which I think doesn't exist in America anymore. Maybe we have another department store called David Jones. Maybe that's closer to Nordstrom, and Myer was closer to Macy's. So they were having a 40% off stock take sale. So I got everything 40% off. So the first thing was this really long coat. It's a checkered coat. It goes all the way basically nearly down to my ankles. It does have 2 pockets, and it's done up by buttons and these really big lapel collars. So I'm wearing a size 6. So this was from 200 down to 120. And so this I wear as an overcoat for when I go to work, or even just on a really windy day, because it blocks out the wind pretty well. So the rest are all winter dresses now. So you can see here I'm wearing one. So this is a long sleeve maxi dress with just a straight up and down skirt. So this was down from about $100 to $50. Unfortunately, there's no pockets. I always love things with pockets, but unfortunately it doesn't have one. But I really like the silhouette on this one. Next up, I loved these knit maxi dresses so much. I bought it in 2 different colors, so like a burgundy wine and a black, and these have 3 gold buttons. They're a maxi skirt, and they go all the way down near my ankles, and I think this is a very flattering fit. So the black one I wear to work, and then the burgundy one I just wear on my own private time. Unfortunately, no pockets. I always love dresses with pockets, but I think it would have ruined the silhouette to have pockets on this one. So these were down from about over $100 down to about $60. So loving these as well. Very comfortable, stretches, doesn't show too many lumps and bumps. And my last purchase was a bandage dress. Who remembers bandage dresses? They went out of fashion about like 10 or so years ago, but they were the hot type of dress, especially to go out for nightlife clubbing. Well, bandage dresses have made a comeback. So this is a high neck, sleeveless, chocolate brown bandage dress. Again, no pockets. So they had it in this brown color, like a mocha color and a green color. Honestly, I loved all of them, but I don't have a lot of brown dresses. So I got this. Actually, I did wear this to work the other day, even though it's not black. But this is so comfortable. I did size up on this one because when I tried on the extra small, I could see some lumps. You know, sometimes when you look like a bit of a stuffed sausage in a dress, that's how I was kind of feeling in the extra small. So I ended up sizing up to a small so that it would be a bit looser on those sausagey areas. And I'm loving the fit of this. So let me know, guys, what season is it in your country at the moment? So here in June, we are in winter. It's getting pretty cold. Well, Australian style cold. I know in some other countries, our version of cold is not cold at all. And let me know what you think of my winter haul. So my Vivienne Westwood items, and also my vintage leather jackets, and also my Blaq haul that's new to me, Aussie brand. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.